Excellent evening, everyone. Excellent evening to every one of us. We are all highly welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing? I hope we're doing good. I hope your day has been great. And I hope it's been making you smile. Remember the saying, if it doesn't make you smile, change it. So I hope we've been smiling all the way, happy, because it's what makes you happy that keeps you going, okay? All right, so you are highly welcome to this evening's broadcast. This evening, like we know, we're going to be looking at 5 financial defenses you can put in place to build wealth. What can you do? What are some of the things you can do if you haven't started doing them, or some of the things, if you're already doing them, you assure yourself that you're on the right track, okay, to build wealth. All right, so that's what we're going to be looking at today. So I just want to quickly share this on my pages and then we get going today. So if you join me, you can greet good evening, so I can greet you this evening as we go on looking at our wealth again. Remember, Aging with Grace is your one-stop page for comprehensive health, physical health, financial health, medical health, emotional health, psychological health, academic health, you know, all through. So if it's a place for you to learn how you can be comprehensively healthy. Hello, Chinenye. Chinenye Ezioku. I love that name because that's my father's, like, what do they call it? They call it Kaidem or what? But you know, in the village, they have all these names they will say. It's someone's the guy name. What do they even call them? That they will say, you know, like now, my father is Ezioku, so that's why I love your name, okay? Chinenye, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome. So I want to share this out. You can also help me by sharing to friends, and it's a discussion time. So bring in your view, I bring in my view, we talk about it, we rub our minds together. They say that iron sharpeneth iron. So that's what we're doing. Sharpen me and I also sharpen you. So you're all highly welcome. I've already started sharing, and it's only Chinenye I can see that I said good evening. So but I can see quite a lot of people joining us already, so you can also greet so that I can welcome you to this evening's broadcast, okay? Welcome as I share. Who again is online, or is my phone delaying? Who again is online this evening? More options page. So I need to synchronize this. It's not being synchronized. Today is a very short session. We will soon be out of here. And I hope network will be very friendly with us today, because I can still see only Chinenye saying good evening, but I know some people would have also greeted their good evening already. 3 more pages to go. So if you're seeing me live, please say you're seeing me, because I can't really see people talking. Chinenye, are you still there? Okay, yeah, I can see Love Mosu now. Love Mosu watching from Port Harcourt. You're highly welcome, Love. How is Port doing? It's true, I'll be in Port this month too. It's true, I'm coming to Port Harcourt to come and eat fish. Don't mind me, my husband is coming for administration, so I'll be in Port too. Chinenye, how are you? How is Port doing? I'll come and enjoy some of you people's shrimps, fish, and Calabar is near you. I love Calabar plantains. I love Calabar plantains just like I love Benin plantains too. They are succulent. But me, I'm not a very plantain person, but my husband loves plantain a lot. All right, so coming to Porakot soon. All right, I finished sharing. Hello, love. Very well. Okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you for joining me all the way from Porakot. Okay, so I make this bigger and then we get going. It's not a very long session this morning. We'll soon be through, but it's only 2 people that are talking, that are online. Only 2 people that are talking, that are online. This is what I just wants to be shown. Okay, okay, so today we're actually going to be looking at some financial defenses. What are they? Just for us to brainstorm and just talk about it, because sometimes when you hear it again and again and again, then you do something about it, isn't it? I can remember in those days, people will come around and they talk about stock. By the time I started hearing, I said, okay, you know what? Let me just invest. I discussed with my husband and we did a little stock investment, and it was really useful. It was really useful in those days. I could remember one of them. I think we bought from one bank like that. Some stock, you know, money that if you don't use it, you won't really feel it, you know. All those money that are, you just come by. If you have it, use it to eat suya, use it to eat out, use it to do one thing or the other. But you know, small, we're just bringing out all those money to stay real. Not that you will starve yourself, but you know, cut off some of those extra expenses that you can actually do without, you know, spending your money on them. And then we're able to buy this stock. And when we moved into this house, that's like nearly 20 years ago. We needed to fence the house, because when we came in, we found out, no, this is not the type you will stay without fencing. And it was that stock that we did. We just sold it and it was like tripled, and we were able to do this. And it was a short while, it wasn't even up to 1 year. We bought that stock that we sold it. So these are some of the things when we talk about financial defense, what you can put in place. So it didn't actually make us then to go and dip our hands or start looking for loans or things like that. We just had that by the way for us to spend. All right, so as people, like now, COVID hit everybody. There's nobody that will say it didn't hit you, even if you made more money than like me. Because during COVID, I actually made more money than when there was no COVID. But at least I was inside. I couldn't go everywhere I wanted to go to. I couldn't really do all the things I wanted to do. So there's no way. And even if it didn't hit you in terms of that, I lost 1 or 2 friends. Okay, thank God no relation, but at least 1 or 2 friends I lost to COVID. So it also hits me. So it hits everybody. But you know, as we're all recovering from the widespread economic impact of COVID, financial impact of COVID, health impact of COVID, emotional impact of COVID, you know, it was really a comprehensive impact in the whole world and everyone. But as we are recovering from it financially, some people, I'm telling you, are already looking ahead and putting financial defenses in place to head off the next period of uncertainty, because that period was really a big period of uncertainty. People didn't, it just hit, it just came. COVID just came. It wasn't like people prepared for it. I can remember then in November, December, when they said, you know, the thing was in China. I said they had this type of thing is like China disease, you know, that kind. Until lo and behold, it started coming to Nigeria. Hello, Abimbola Abaje, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. We're looking at 5 defenses we can put so that we'll be able to, you know, build our resources and build our wealth and build our finances better. Okay, so I'm saying that during COVID, a lot of people lost a lot of money. Some people lost business. I know, I'm in school business also, okay, and I know some schools closed down because it was really bad, especially for schools. Not only was it just during lockdown, but after that, people were still at home. Parents were owing and they did not pay. So it really hits people. Am I talking of those who lost maybe one loved one or the other? Some people lost those who are their breadwinners and things like that. So a lot of people now, they are shining their eyes. They are wising up. They are looking for what, more important things that they can do now. So that's why it's very, very important for us, for you and I, to actually sit down and talk to ourselves and advise ourselves concerning our finances. But when you look into how people think about their financial planning, it's often more short-termed, okay? And it's often more centered around their life's events, like saving for weddings, saving for birthday. My son just finished wedding anyway. Thank God I didn't say I saved for it, okay? I used money from a stream of income. Yeah, one of my businesses, I said this business for this period of 2 months. I just told my son, for this period of 2 months, the money I'm getting from here, because it was a huge carnival wedding because of the kind of person he married. So I had to say this is what it is meant for. And that's part of the things we want to talk about today. Don't center your savings only around or your financial planning as just a short-term plan. When you have a short-term plan, it's very, very risky. It's very, very, very dangerous. In fact, you won't be able to plan for the future, and the future will certainly come. Whether you like it or not, the future will certainly come. So people just save towards birthday. If they are going to be 50, they start saving for their 50 big huge birthday. Going to be 60, they are saving for their 60 huge birthday. Their child is wedding, or for those of us who are still younger, saving for the ceremony of this and the other. But you know what? While thinking about short-term expenses and the to-dos that we have to do, it can keep you on track to meet your goals. It's also very important for us to listen to the experts. The expert says that it's very, very crucial for you to think about your long-term financial life, your long-term financial goal. Today I'm going to show us 5 financial defenses that you can start putting in place now so that you can build wealth and prepare for a weather, to weather your future economic uncertainty. Nobody planned for COVID. Nobody planned for COVID. It came. Some of you might not really understand, but I tell you, the things I saw during COVID and heard from people, it was really, really, really pathetic. I know that a few times people knocked at my gate to say, "Mommy, just give us food. We don't have food." I had to put in place how I'll start sharing things in my community. I had to put in place how I started calling friends that are abroad, "Come and help me, oh, please, oh." I have to share things to neighbors, to people who didn't have. I know my staff, I called them 2 times during their period to come and say, "Okay, come and share this among yourselves." So it was really, really bad. I mean, there was a guy that called me one of those days, and he said, "I just want to eat today, ma. If for me to call you, Mommy, we know that you are my last resort." So we need to plan towards the future. It's not, there are some people that it's only daily. It's only if they go out to work, that's when they can eat. And if they don't go out to work and maybe they fall sick for 1 week, everybody is, the family, the husband, the wife, everybody, there's no food to eat. And again, let's not even look at those daily labor people. Let's also think about some of us who are career people. I know some people who were thrown off from banking work and they could not survive after that 1 month. They could not survive after that their salary that they paid them before they threw them off the banking job. That's not life. That's not life. Let's not just be thinking about today, tomorrow, 1 month, 1 year, even ahead. You need to think far. You need to think far. You need to think far into the future, okay? So I'm going to share very briefly with us 5 ways that you can, 5 things you can put in place to actually build your wealth for the future. So number 1 is to prioritize savings. You know, I can remember when we started talking about savings as a family, and we used to tell our children, when they give you in those days, when they give you like 5 naira, you know, I'll tell them, okay, bring out your tithe. As you're bringing out your tithe, you're putting some part of it inside your kolo. You know, it seems as if it's nothing, but my husband and myself, it's not just about teaching the children. We also did it, that any money we got in those days, there's a percentage that comes out, because things were not so rosy. Okay, things were not so good. I hadn't known extra income things by then, but we brought out some savings and we put it down. We made it a lifestyle. In fact, there was a time when we looked at the savings we had put up. It was so much that we had to use it to invest into, you know, a landed property. Some of these things are some of the things we're going to be discussing here. Okay, so your cash received isn't designed to make you rich, especially since interests are actually very low. So going to pack your money in the bank, is not going to make you rich. Okay, you know, but you need to have money readily available for you, even in the bank. That's another thing that savings will do for you if you're using bank savings. Okay, so you have that money readily available for you for unexpected expenses, and this can also make it easy for you to form a lifestyle of savings. Having to say, okay, I earn 100,000, I pay my tax 10, 20, 30, depending on how many percent tax you pay, and then you bring out another percentage for savings and put it there. So if you do not save from the little you have, you're not going to be able to save when you have much. So when you have saved down money a bit, when you have saved down your money a bit, what do you now do? What do you now do with the money? When you have saved that money a bit, you now use it to make one kind of huge investment, but don't remove all your savings. You have to take out of it. When it has grown a bit, maybe you cut it into half, or you decide to cut 80% and still put 20%. Remember, your immediate savings in the bank is for emergency use. And then when it has grown and you don't have emergency, and God will not give us emergency in the name of Jesus, you now take like 80% to use it to make a huge investment, and you now continue saving. So financial experts also recommend savings for, like, you know, planning to save like 6 months or 1 year of some kind of expenses for such emergencies. For example, when we talk about some of the expenses you can also bring out usually after that small money you're saving, you can decide, like, there was a time I told myself I wasn't going to buy, in those days, or not now, I wasn't going to buy fizzy drinks. I used to take Coke, I used to take all those things, and I told myself, okay, for 1 week, 2 weeks, I'm not going to buy this. Anytime I want to take Coke, I would usually go out and buy Coke. I said I'll bring the money, I'll put it inside Kolo. You know, all the money you use for all those like Coke, go out to eat instead of eating at home, buy suya here and there, stop and buy from fast food and things like that. You just save out those monies. You'll find out that they can, if you do that for 6 months, you find out that you'll be so amazed on how much you would have saved. You know, I used to have a member of our church in those days that would say, okay, she worked in an office and she went to eat in their restaurant. So she just told herself this month in the restaurant she wasn't going to add her extra meat. Can you imagine? And she was just keeping down the money of her extra meat. And at the end of the month, she was like, wow, see all I saved. So little things like this, you need to be sure, you need to form a habit of saving like that. So you should do things like that, you know, that can help you. So if like you take 2 vacations a year, you can decide, okay, instead of taking going outside like international trip, you can do a national trip so that you can save the money from that other one. Go to a very good place in Nigeria instead of traveling out, and really enjoy, and really, because sometimes when we travel out, we don't even have time to rest. You're shopping until you drop and things like that. So you just find yourself, you know, in places where you can actually take that rest. So you now save that money. What of Ashwebi? Talking about Ashwebi, at a time I just told myself, no to all these Ashwebis that are coming. Anytime there's an Ashwebi, I will just take the money for the Ashwebi, I will give it to the person or add it to what I'm giving or save, you know, things like that. And it really went a long way to help. So the first way is to prioritize saving. You need to prioritize saving. Now my saving is huge. I save hugely because I am I have found a new way of making more money, which is also part of the things I want to share with us today. I'm raising 100 global influencers who will use their hobbies, use their talents, use their abilities, use the skills they already have and skills they are willing to learn to influence the world, to influence the globe, okay? And the vehicle we have chosen is our Forever Living product. Our Forever Living product. Forever Living product is a health and wellness company that is 43 years old, that has been made in place for anyone. Okay, this is a drink I'm holding in my hand now. We also have supplements. This is a weight loss product that I'm holding, Forever Live, fantastic for anybody who wants to maintain weight and anybody who wants to lose weight. I also have some supplements, these immune supplements, okay? So we do drinks, we also do body products, okay? These are toothpaste, daily things that people need. So we use this vehicle, Forever Living, to help you to influence the globe using your talents and hobbies. Whatever you know how to do, don't bother about that. Just click on to me and I'll be able to show you how you can use your hobbies, how you can use your talent to be able to influence the world, and then you're able to make more money. Okay, because we're talking about money today, we're talking about finances today. It will help you to make more money and also help you to influence people and help people. So if you want to be among one of the 100 influencers, I'm putting my number on the screen now. My WhatsApp number is +234 703 515 1642. +234 703 515 1642. Okay, so I'm going to pin it also. So that's my WhatsApp number. Now I always tell people, don't bother. Like I went to visit a friend. She came all the way from Abuja. She's also one of my global influencers. You know, someone I met on Facebook, and we have become like sisters. Pastor Evelyn, I don't know if she's online today. Okay, I can see a lot of people coming online now. Hello, welcome, Emmanuel Remy. How are you? All the way from Abuja. Komolafe Olukemi, welcome. Deborah J, all the way from US, you're welcome. Vera, you're welcome all the way from Lagos here. Ngozi Beke also is in Lagos. Okay, so we're all highly welcome. So I was saying that I went to visit my friend Pastor Evelyn, and then I was with one of her sisters. And she's becoming one of the global influencers. Now, I'll just talk about her. She's a professional nurse, a very well-trained nurse. She has served her country very, very well, and she's retired. And she was like, what do I do next? So Pastor Evelyn visited her and gave her Forever product, and she had an issue. She was, had stress and all that, and she used the Forever products that she gave her, and within 1 week she saw that she changed. In fact, she did that clean 9. After doing that clean 9, she had like some dark spots that had been on her face for a very long time, for years. She says no, so she's into medical field. In that 9 days, her face became fairer. That spots, those dark things removed, because our clean 9 is very, very good for skin, rejuvenation of skin. This is our clean 9. It's meant for men and it's also meant for women. And it helps with rejuvenation, it helps with cleansing of the skin. It will help your skin to glow, help your skin, anti-aging, to look younger, and things like that. So she did it and she was amazed. In fact, by the time she did it for 3 days, she asked her husband to join her. So Pastor Evelyn also sent a pack for her husband, and the husband joined her. And they were wow. So she now said, what am I looking for? This thing that has done so well for me in just 9 days, and they're using the products, is doing this. She has decided to become one of the 100 influencers, to use her Forever Living products to influence the world, using her talent and training in the medical field. So that's what we do. It doesn't matter whom you are, it doesn't matter what you have done before, it doesn't matter whether you went to school, whether you read medicine, I'm not a medical personnel, but I've been trained, and I love research. I use my research, I use my teaching ability, to be able to become a global influencer, influencing the people. So that's what we're doing. So if you don't have money to save, this is one of the things that can give you the money to save anyway. So number 2 is you need to pay your debts. You need to pay your debts. Now I'm going to talk about debts from physical views, and I'm also going to talk about financial spiritual views. Now let me tell us, you know, I run a school, I have a school, and some parents are in the habit of owing. Okay, now when I want to pray for my school and for the children in my school, when I remember a parent that is owing, there's no way I'm going to pray with all my heart like that, like when I'll pray for those people who is natural. And then you now have one that is owing you, and then the person now leaves the school. I'm just talking about debts. You need to know that debts are not just physical, they are also spiritual. And that's why when you're taking loans, you need to really pray about it. Me, I'm a businesswoman, I take loan, but I just don't take loan like that. I pray before I take loan, because some loans that you will take will keep you like slaves in bondage. You will just keep working and paying for that loan. You will not be able to finish paying for that loan. So the second way that you need to, you know, prepare yourself to be able to save for the future and be wealthy in the future is to pay your debts. Even while you are saving, make effort to reduce your debts. It's very important, especially those that are high interest debts. I'm talking to business people and anyone who is owing here. You have a lot more freedom when you don't have debts that are hanging on your neck. You know, you have a lot more freedom. You will sleep better. You will feel better. Me, I understand what I'm telling you. Like I told us, I'm a businesswoman. Now, when I started my school, because of pressure from government, pressure from parents, I was moving faster than the income that was coming in. And you know, school business. In school business, you have to spend and spend and spend and spend and spend. So I had to resort to loans. I took loans from like 2 banks here in Nigeria. I took loan from UK. I used my sister's name to take loan from UK. I still took loan from friends to be able to put up our 2-story building. Okay, so by the time I started paying these loans, it was so heavy because the school fees was not coming in to pay the debts. That's every end of month my heart will be beating because before they say Jack Robinson, the banks are taking their own money. They are not even asking you that one. Before they say Jack Robinson, and if the money is not there, of course you know what that will be, you know. So then to pay salary, I was just struggling. I was doing a lot of other things. I was into production business, you know. So that's how when my sister, my dad's sister actually introduced this business, Forever Living product business, to me. I was looking round. I was already trying a lot of things, sir. So when she introduced it to me, and then she now mentioned, she said, sister, this business is a good business for you to do. I said, why? She now showed me how it's willable. When if you're tired of doing it, you can will it to any of your children. That interested me because I already know, as I'm here with you, I already know who will take over my forever business. Okay, one of my children. So that interested me because I love such things. And then she said it's not just that it's willable, you know, it's a passive income. She showed me how you can earn the passive income. That interested me. So that means at a time will come when 10, 20, 2,500 people will be doing the same thing with me, and then I won't have to be the one doing it, and I'll still be earning. That interested me. And then she now said, I've just done this business for 1 month. She opened her phone and showed me her bonus for the month. I said, wait. This now you're talking. Not that you are showing me money, that you have started talking well. Why? Because I knew how much I was to dish out from the school every month to pay loan. Even the personal loans I took from friends, I knew how much it was biting me and my husband there. So I just looked at her. I said, you've done a business for 1 month and they paid you 271,000. I asked myself, because I was like, I needed 500,000 extra every month to be able to come out of those loans by the end of 2017. So she said it's doable. I said, so it's doable for me to get an extra 500K into my account. I said, you know, if I can do that, it will help me to relax and run this school without doing things I wouldn't want to do. It will help me relax and live my life. And she said it's possible, we can work it out. So we did my planning meeting together. We worked out how I'll be able to do that. And that's it. So what am I saying? Debt can be like a serious issue for you. So if you're in debt today, becoming a global influencer, Using our Forever Living product, I tell you, is one way you can pay your debts. It did it for me. It can do it for anyone. I always tell people, if I can do it, you can do it. Because some people say, hey, I don't like talking. I said, me, I'm a very reserved person. But being a global influencer, you don't need to chase people. You don't need to run after people. No. We teach you how you can use social media, attraction marketing, and automation to be able to make people chase you, make people run after you, and not you running after people. So, well, the experts have two methods of debt settling. One, they call it the snowball method, which targets the debts with the smallest balance first. Okay, so what does that mean? If you're owing several people, which one is the easiest for you to pay off? So you pay it off immediately. You know that that one is off your neck. So that's the snowball method of debt paying. Then the second method is what they call the avalanche method. The avalanche method is looking at the debt with the highest interest. Like for me then, 2016, the bank, one of the banks, I don't want to call the names of bank, gave me loan with a very, very high interest then. So that was the one holding my neck, and each month they'll be the first to take, because we bank with them. Before they could even give us the loan, they made sure we were already banking with them for some years. So that was the bank with the highest interest. So when I started making money from my Forever product, I started paying them ahead. I wasn't waiting for month end. I'll use that my every 15th, I'll use my bonus from Forever products to go and pay them. And by 2016 December, I was able to come off that debt, which was supposed to have taken me to 2017. But because I had this money coming from being a global influencer, being a Forever business owner, made me to be able to pay that debt. Okay, so those are the two ways you can pay that. Then number three, the third way of making sure you have a plan in place that can help you to become wealthy in the future is to get your credit score up, especially for those of us who are in Western world, and even us. Now let me tell us why you need your credit score to be up. Like I told us, I took loan from two banks in Nigeria, one in UK, and then I took from my sister and a friend and my husband's friend. Okay, so I took loans from these four people. Now my sister, when I gave her the time limit I used to pay her, when it got to that limit, I didn't really have the money. Do you know what I did? Because I needed to be credit worthy, I borrowed from my brother-in-law to pay her. I took a fresh loan to pay her. That was before I started my Forever business. Okay, so I took a fresh loan, I paid her so that I could keep to the time that I had told her I'll pay her. I now gave my brother-in-law a further time, because that was soft loan. These are soft loan without interest. I'm just telling us, you need to be credit worthy. So by the time it was time to pay my brother-in-law, I had done some savings and I was able to pay him. You need to be credit. So any day I wake up now and I call my sister, I need so and so. What will she do? Because she knows I've always paid her the time I said I'll pay her. She will give me. So you need your credit score to be high. Now, even if it's from the bank, like now, if I enter that bank, I nearly called the name. Thank God I didn't. They even call me. They call me and say, do you need loan? We want to give you loan. So now what I tell them, I said, no, I'm the one to give you. I've done a lot of fixed deposits between, that loan I took, repaying it, and now. And thank God to my Forever business, because it gave me cushion. Because money was coming, good money, real big money. That's the lovely thing about Forever Living. Real big money was coming from me. I'm not just Forever Living, because it's not just about being in a company. It's being in a team that can help you and show you the system that is working, that can help. And that's why I'm raising 100 influencers. I have tried out what is workable, and I'm willing to teach you that thing that is workable, so that you'll be able to do it, and it will surely work for you. Well, it's not boasting. I have a lot of people already in my 100 influencers club, and they've already started making money. Okay, so get your credit score up so that you will be able to get loan and anytime you need it. Okay, so having a good credit score can make it easier for you to get future loans, both from bank and individual. And some of the ways you can improve your credit score, like for those of us in wealthy anyway, is to be realistic about your repayment plan, like I've explained to us. Don't tell somebody you'll be able to pay in 1 month when you know you it's not actually possible, but you're just saying it so that you can get that loan out of that person. If it's 3 months, tell the person 3 months. If it's 4 months, tell the person. It's good for you to be realistic, to be truthful about it. And then for those of us in the Western world, lowering your credit card utilization rate, okay, and also monitoring your scores can also help you. These are also very important. And then the fourth way is to save for retirement. This is very, very important. Let me welcome those of us who have just joined us online now. Hello, Esther Mark, you're welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up. Abosede Lawani, thank you. All right, I have somebody I have to block here. Thank you for helping, for the thumbs up. I appreciate. You know, there are some very cheap people who will come to people's page and start writing rubbish. You know, this what is your name? Bello Rashida. It is a cheap way of advert. Very, 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 very bad. So I'm going to buy you from my page. Hello, Uzoma, another, you're welcome. Well, hello, Grace, you're welcome. Welcome, Ngozi Achonwa. Welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome, Abosede. Thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up and the love. I really appreciate. Thank you. So number 4 is to save for retirement, okay? Even while you're juggling other more immediate financial goals, think ahead of the future, okay? You need to think ahead of the future because we are getting older, at least with age. Even if we're still bubbling and jumping and still looking younger, people are telling us they're looking younger. Let's tell ourselves the truth, okay? Most experts actually recommend contributing. For those of you who are working and earning salaries now, and you're aware you're having some retirement, some kind of pension funds, it's good for you, even though your company is contributing towards it, for you to also contribute at least enough or even as much as your employer is contributing towards your pension, or even higher, you know. And to be able to do this, I don't need to tell you what can help you. Extra income. You cannot depend on one income. Let me ask us, be truthful and sincere to yourself. Have you seen a wealthy man, very, very wealthy man, that his income is coming from one source? I've not seen any. If you have, please put it down for me. Okay, let me ask us. If for those of us in Nigeria, because I can see a lot of people from Nigeria here, if you're still online for me, let's look at Dangote, for example. Please, can you help me type in what are some of the things that Dangote produces? I'm talking about retirement now. What are some of the things that Dangote produces? Can we put it on? If you know some of his products, can you put it there on the comment section for me, please? Hello, hi, who is online with me? Can you put it on? So, are we talking about Warren Buffett? Are we talking about Donald Trump? Are we talking about all these other wealthy people? Let's even talk about Nigeria, Mike Adenuga. Are they doing only one thing? Are they into only one thing? Can you tell me some of the things Mike Adenuga is doing, or Dangote is producing? If you know it, I'm waiting for us to type in. You find out that they are doing several things. No wonder Dangote is one of the richest men in Africa. No wonder. Because he's producing a lot. There is no day you and I, there is no day, in fact, I can hardly see any Nigerian, or maybe there are, but you cannot count 10 Nigerians and not get one person that is paying Dangote every day. Yes, somebody says sugar. Yes, salt. Abibola said salt. Maria said sugar. Very, very right. Now, let me ask us, salt. Who doesn't cook with salt every day? Even me, that I don't like salt. I don't use salt. I still use sea salt. Okay, even if I'm not cooking, I have staff that we eat every day and they use Dangote salt. Okay, my little babies, I'm trying to my last born, I'm trying to remove him from sugar. I've not succeeded, you know, to replace it with honey. Sometimes they say, mommy, please leave me, I will still take sugar. So somebody is still consuming sugar in my house. cement, I tell you, spaghetti. Okay, you can see. Good evening, Maria. Sugar, flour, people are giving us more semolina, salt. These are all the things. There's no way every day you and I, we are not paying Dangote. So why would he be the richest man in Africa? Why? I'm talking about savings. I'm talking about getting wealth. You need to do things that can pay you every day. Hello, wake up, oh. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You must have a way that money comes into you every day. This was the prayer I kept praying. I kept telling God, I'm into school business. I used to do production business, okay? And then I started my production in drinks and juices, selling them every day. But still, the time I was putting into production was so much. Sometimes I walk through the nights that when I come back, my husband will say, what is this now? Because even some of my staff, the husbands were already complaining. We will work to produce, and then how much profit are we making? We are tired, and then the next day somebody is going to deliver, and then we deliver to supermarkets who will now pay us as sales or return. You know, all these were some of the things one was going through. You need to talk to yourself. If you don't have a way, a means that money, your bank account, how did they say it? It rings every time. There is no day your bank account money is entering. You need to think twice about it. I can bring out my account statement and show you. There's hardly any day that money does not enter that account. And I'm not exaggerating. Hardly any day that money does. And anytime money enters, there is profit there for me. And on the 15th, the boogie will sound. My bonus, when it sounds, my phone will shake small. Oh my goodness, it will shake small, okay? So if you're thinking about your retirement, I've said one thing. For those of you who are working and still earning salaries, please, as your employer is planning your pension, please add to it. And what is even pension? Pension that you go and queue to collect and things like that, or if they now have pension funds and all that. But you have a business, forever living, that can, by the time you're retiring, I've done this business for 6 years, and the money I remove every month to save is amazing. There is no way I will be working that, maybe I would have worked for probably 30 years, 35 years, because I didn't start working on time. My husband didn't release me to start. But let's even say I started with my mates. Okay, I've worked for 40 years, I'll be 35 years, I should have been retiring now and things like that. There is no way what I'm getting from this business could be compared to those things. I'm still able to pay whichever level, whatever the person is. So you need to plan for your retirement, okay? And to be able to do this, you need to be a global influencer. You need to be able to get money every day. You need to be able to influence the globe in a way that you can earn not just in naira, not just in dollar, but in different currencies. Forever Living is in 161 nations of the world. So as I am here every month, I earn at least 5 to 10 currencies every month. You know, so that's part of the thing that this business can do for you. Anyway, so if saving for retirement is the last thing on your mind, you need to shift your mindset. You need to shift your mindset. You need to change your mindset, because that time is coming. You will retire. The time is coming when you will not be as strong. The time is coming when you will not have all this energy to put into work. And don't be like some of us who retire in their children's home to go there and be disturbing them. I know one woman, she has scattered one of the daughter's marriage. They are separated now, husband and wife. After she finished staying with them for like 1 year plus, she scattered that one. She now went back to her husband. She could not stay with her husband. She now went to her son's house. She was about to scatter that one when the other sister came and said, hey brother, if you allow mommy will scatter your home like she scattered. So she now left that one and now came to this daughter that was wanting this one. So when she stayed 2 months. The daughter even called me. She said, I will not allow her. She's going back to the village. I carried her back. She's not going to. Do you know how many times I've quarreled with my husband since this my mother came here? You know? So that one put her feet down that you're not going to, you know. So there are some women who that's how they want to spend their retirement time, going from one home of a child to the other to go and be disturbing them. That's not my own retirement. I want to retire in style. Not just that I will travel, I'll still continue traveling. I will take my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren when I'm traveling to such place. I'll tell them, come, I'm in this island for 2 weeks, 1 month. Who is going with me? Wow, that's how to retire. All right, so you need to retire very, very well. And the earlier you start planning your retirement plan, the better for you. And being a global influencer is one way that can also help you to retire in style. Because like I said, money will come in every day. You will save, you bring out your savings for every day, bring out your savings for every month. Invest in buying homes, invest in buying properties, okay? So that is one way you can retire. Now the 5th way is also to get insured and also save in real estate that I have mentioned. You know, it's another important but ignored part of financial planning. It's insurance. A lot of us, especially in Nigeria, we don't look into insurance. Having an insurance plan can act as a safety net that can also help you to avoid expenses that can put you in debt. Like, especially, you know, those people abroad, they know how to do this. They stole my brother's car, and we're all like, oh, very big, beautiful car that he has. And he wasn't really so, he was bothered, but not so bothered. If it was Nigeria, that kind, it would be as if somebody died. But he was like, well, we've called the insurance company, they are looking into the matter, the police is also trying. It's okay. So it's because the car was comprehensively insured, so he wasn't bothered. So when you think about financial planning, okay, you also need to think primarily also on investment, and then also think about long-term risks. Like you can have, they even have some of those insurances now in Nigeria, health insurance, you know, go into all sorts of health insurance, so that when somebody peradventure gets so sick, or you know that he cannot work, such things can work for one, or one gets disabled, or is not able to, sudden mishap. We don't pray for that, but you need to also plan for that. And another way, the last way I'll talk about is long-term investment. Now, when you have saved in the bank and the money accumulates, please plan to do a huge real estate investment, real stock investments, things that I'm sure you have your investment experts that can advise you on that. I have mine, so get yours that can advise you on the type of investments you should make. Sorry. That will advise you on some investments you should make. But remember, number 1, you must prioritize saving. That's where you have to start from. Prioritize saving. Number 2, you need to pay your debts, so that people you're owing will not be praying against you. That's another way. I didn't want to talk that, but that's it. And then so that your neck, you can be free, you can breathe well to think. Not every month you're thinking about the debts you're owing. And then you also need to be credit worthy, okay? Get your credit score up. And then number 4, you need to save for your retirement. And then number 5, also make sure that you have you get insured and that you do investment. So I just hope that we will take a step back and think about our financial situation and be more deliberate in saving and improvement of our financial life. And I mean all-round financial life, short-term, long-term, retirement, investments, okay? Look, let me tell us one thing. The Bible says that we should leave inheritance for our children's children. What does that tell you? Not only that will it be enough for you, you should leave for your children to enjoy and for your children's children to enjoy. So it's very, very important for us to actually save well. If you can do these things I've mentioned today, it will have lasting beneficial impact on our families. on our financial health. It will actually help us very, very well to be able to do the things we need to do. Okay. All right, so I'll check if I have some questions, and then we'll call it a day today. So if you want to become one of the 100 influencers, well, you might ask me, who are the global influencers? The global influencers are women and men who will bring out themselves to look at this year and think about their finances and think about having a second stream of income. Or if you don't even have any stream, making it your stream of income. Or if you have whatever you're doing, making it your part-time. I said part-time, not spare time. Making it your part-time, your second stream of income, or your extra stream of income. Okay? Using a Forever Living product. Now, I'm saying using a Forever Living product because that's what has worked for me. It has worked for me. I have other things I'm doing, so many other things I'm doing. But I'm using my part-time. I bring out some part-time to use these products. And remember, I told us we have products all around. We have health and wellness products, we have weight loss products, we have supplementation, dietary supplements, we have drinks, we have personal care, we have home care. Okay, even for those of you who are into pets and dogs, your veterinary medicine, we have products for dogs and animals like that. So we have over 250 products that can help. So we have enough to cover everywhere. You want to talk about deal with children, we have products for children. You want to deal with pregnant women. I just saw Ginika here. Ginika, I'm also training her because her niche is pregnant women. You want to deal with pregnant women, is there. You want to deal with menopausal women like me, or seniors or elderly people. We have products all around for sports people, for men. We have products for, even if you say, oh no, I don't want supplement, I only want personal care. We have personal care, we have skin care, we have facial care. We have products all around. And use these products to be able to touch lives. Use these products to be able to influence the world. And use this product to teach people how to be healthy. I'm telling you, I was so thrilled yesterday when a medical professional told me this product saved my life. It saved me from dying. She said, I've always believed on natural product, but this was amazing because this made me that I was almost dead. I came alive again. Okay? So it made me happy. And that whole family, they are all better because they met me. Because they met me on Facebook. I didn't see her until after because I met her during COVID. So I didn't see her until, I met her 2020 during COVID. I didn't see her until only last year, okay? There are some people I've never met. Ginika is there, I've never met her. I've never seen. Deborah is there, I've never met Deborah. Okay, Abimbola is there. Abimbola has been my customer for a very long time. Abimbola, come and become global influencer. Abimbola, you have so many testimonies. Okay, Emmanuel Remy is here. She's also becoming one of the global influencers from tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Olukemi, for trusting in me and wanting to become one of us. So I teach you how you can use your hobbies, your talents, your passion, your burden, to be able to become a blessing to people out there. And as you're doing that, you're making money on top of it. Hello, Deborah says it's not proper to come on this platform advertising your doctor. I don't know. You can go create yours and advertise whatever you want. Don't mind this woman. Abubakar Aisha, that's another one. I think there was even another one here, Bello Rashida. I don't know what is wrong with them. Please go to your page. Facebook has made it open for anybody to come and do what you like. So stop cheap advert. And I'm sure my followers will not follow you. Let me just assure you of that. They are not going to follow you. They are not going to chat you. Okay, so go and do your own. Go and do your own. And for such people, I might start reporting you to Facebook because last broadcast you were here. This broadcast again, I don't know who is sending you. If I see you again, I might start reporting you. Please stop it, okay? And if you want to become one of the global influencers using my product, wherever you are, I will teach you how to do it right. All right, thank you very much all for joining me. I love you all. Thanks, Deborah, for noting that. I was saying I have to keep alert. I don't know what's wrong with people these days. All right, so if you want to become one of the global influencers, my number is on the screen. Or if you need your products, chat me and get your products. Thank you. Love you all. Bye. See you on Saturday. Saturday is going to be fun. Saturday is really, really going to be fun, okay? So join me on Saturday as we continue our teaching on Saturday on fitness, okay? We'll continue our fitness. On Saturday, I'm going to do something thrilling. Okay, let me give you a hint. I'm going to do my I'm going to show you on Saturday the secret of my no wrinkle, the secret of my glowing face, the secret of my anti-aging and still looking young. So I'm going to do that routine on Saturday. So Saturday is going to be just a bit longer, but very interesting. And I'm going to do a beautiful promo for that set on Saturday. So make sure you join me 9 a.m. on Saturday. See you. Love you. Any question before I go? Bye. Have a wonderful week. Bye.